So I have an upcoming TV thing that we'll talk about as we get closer, but I had to go do a shoot yesterday. I put in the address because I didn't know where I was going. I knew I was going to Stillwater, okay? Right. I can say that. I know how to get to Stillwater. Been to Stillwater a million times. Mm-hmm. So it's telling me to go this different direction. I'm like, what? Well, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can get there, but
you never believe it when it reroutes you.
I took the exit, and I'm still going. I pulled into a C-store and put it back in just to make sure. And it pulled up because I thought, well, maybe it didn't understand, or maybe I hit it wrong. But
right.
And I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this and see. I gotta tell you, it got me to Stillwater faster than when if I went. And I'm like, okay, all right, GPS, all right.
That is what it's there for. I'm surprised you followed it. I'm amazed.
And I followed it to the letter so that when I came back, I came the same way. And I'm still even coming back. I'm like, this is shorter than what I remember.
Growth. I'm proud of you, Jeff.
Wow. Growth.
I'm proud of you.
Did you really just say growth?
You're growing, yeah. This is the last time people are going to see the studio without the Christmas lights on.
Oh, I just realized that.
A while.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Wow. Yeah. So for the next 50 days, yeah.
Yep, something like that. It's going to be real bright in here. So we got that going for us. I bring that up because Beth and I went and looked at Halloween lights recently. It's the new Christmas light.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Didn't you say, was it Nichols Hill? No, it wasn't Nichols.
It was Nichols Hills. Also Mesta Park. We hit up both of them. Awesome displays. But I did notice there's been a change in what we discuss about these lights. Usually, there's stuff stuck in my teeth. Usually we're kind of critical of you mixed your colors, blah, blah, blah. Now the question is how much you think that cost? How much you think that one cost? Do you do this when you see big light displays and stuff? You're like, how much did they pour out on that?
Yes, I think about the cost, but I also think about the time.
Yes.
And did you do it yourself?
Or did you hire somebody else to do it? Had all of these thoughts. There is one house in Nichols Hills. It's it's a modern, so it's white, a lot of front facing. So they have a projector on it and it looks awesome. But I was like, man, that projector must be really expensive because that picture is super crisp. And I've tried to put them on walls and stuff like that. But to get a picture that good, you got to pay a lot of money. I just wondered if we were the only ones that now wander around and go, wonder how much that one cost you. How much it cost to wrap all those trees. Did you wrap them?
Yes.
Where'd they run all the lights to? I mean, now we're just into the technical stuff.
I think you're right on the money, though, because I do the same thing. And then I'm like, okay, how long did it take them to do that? And then I look and go, I don't have the patience to do that.
Does that mean we're getting old that we don't just look at it and go,
exactly what it means. Yes.
Instead, we think about all the effort and money and time.
Yes, exactly.
Well, to all of you that are doing all of your displays, whether it's Halloween, maybe you're doing Thanksgiving, I don't know, or Christmas, whatever. I appreciate it. I go out and enjoy them. So your work is not in vain. There are people that actually go out and drive by and like them. So there's that.
Well, and since you brought it up, and they're going to be on the rest of the month, Lit Up Christmas did the studio.
Oh, yeah, Lit Up Holiday Creations. If you want to have your lights installed, they did all of it in the studio, which you'll see next week. It's quite bright in here.
I'm going to go on the record and say they're supposed to do my house, too, because
they
were like, look, we did the studio. Would you talk about us if we do your house? And I'm like, yeah. Hello, where do I sign?
And we all know that Jeff needs a little help after what happened last year. Was it last year or the year before?
It was the year before, thank you very much.
You know when you're putting your lights up and you miss some spot. Is that what happened?
No.
Did you do it in the wrong way?
I got the whole house decorated. I mean, the whole house decorated. And I went to plug it in.
Plug on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And this is why you call Lit Up Holiday Creations.
Right. It was female to female. And I'm like, no, I got to redo
What have I done? What have I done? And after that, Jeff was like, hey, guys, I got an idea for you.
Yeah, exactly.
A little pro tip.
All right. Well, so I'll be giving you updates on that, too, on the radio. So
okay. Love it.
If you listen to the podcast, great. But if you listen to 104.1, you'll be hearing about the house update.
Love it. I also want to throw out there, this is just a quick one, but it got me. And I feel like parents, it's going to hit home because sometimes your kids are just too right. I don't know. Beth was driving around with her kiddo, put him in the front seat because they had some stuff in the back seat. And she told him to put the drinks on the floor. They were in the little car carrier. And he was like, Mom, I don't want to put them down there. They're going to spill. And she was like, no, they're fine. They're in that carrier. We'll just keep an eye on them. And he, with all serious, looked over to her and told her that they were going to fall over because she would hit a curb. And she said, no, I'm not going to do that. And he said, Mom, we both know that's not true. He was dead serious about that.
And probably pretty close to right.
Well, Beth has hit a few curbs.
Yes.
Yeah, she has. Also, he does not trust that she ever knows where she's going. Mom, do you know? Are you sure? Are you sure we're going the right way? Which they've always got where they wanted to be. They eventually got there. But I just felt like, oh, that was a hard hit to the soul. Mom, we both know that's not true. You're going to hit a curb. I did follow up and ask, did she hit the curb on that trip?
And did she?
She did not.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Mom still oh man, all your cred is gone. If she'd have hit a curb within like 30 seconds of that, which it could have happened. But the drinks were intact. Everything was fine. And the kiddo got a solid burn on his mom. So I just wanted to throw that out there because that one was worth remembering. Now we can circle back. It's been recorded for all history, Beth.
That is hilarious.
All right, what do you got?
Well, real quick, though, but it's funny because you just made me think of something when you said about doesn't trust where she's going.
Never.
See if have you ever not trusted GPS?
I trust it more than I should. Yes, there are times that I don't, but I do trust it more than I should.
So I have an upcoming TV thing that we'll talk about as we get closer, but I had to go do a shoot yesterday, and I put in the address because I didn't know where I was going. I knew I was going to Stillwater, okay? Right. I can say that. I know how to get to Stillwater. Been to Stillwater a million times. Mm-hmm. So it's telling me to go this different direction. I'm like, what? Well, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can get there, but
you never believe it when it reroutes you.
I took the exit, and I'm still going. I pulled into a C-store and put it back in just to make sure it pulled up because I thought, well, maybe it didn't understand, or maybe I hit it wrong. But
right,
and I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this and see. I gotta tell you, it got me to Stillwater faster than when if I went, and I'm like, okay, all right, GPS, all right.
That is what it's there for. Yes, I usually put it in because it's going to see traffic events that I don't know anything about, so it will reroute me around them. But you, on the other hand, nope, Jeff's way, always the best way.
Not this time.
I'm surprised you followed it.
I'm changing.
I'm amazed.
And I followed it to the letter so that when I came back, I came the same way, and I was still even coming back. I'm like, this is shorter than what I remember.
Growth. I'm proud of you, Jeff.
Wow, growth.
I'm proud of you.
Did you really just say growth?
You're growing, yeah.
All right, so I know we're not a sports podcast, but both of us are pretty heavy into sports.
Yeah.
And just hot off of what we were just talking about, I was listening to one of our local sports stations on the way home.
Yes.
And I got to thinking, and I wanted to kind of get your take on this. What it is right now is the huge coaching carousel that's going on in college football. And we've talked about this a little bit off air, just you and I. And I know that it's, you got to win. But are we becoming a society that is too quick to fire coaches? In college football right now, I think there are 10 to 12 major colleges that have fired their coaches mid-season. And I'm like, I know you have to win, but don't you have to let this coach try to build something before you just
Well, how long have the coaches been there? I don't know. Like you said, we're into sports. I know stuff that happens in Oklahoma. Outside of that, I don't have any idea. So outside of Venables and Gundy, I don't know what's happening with any other coaches at all. So they are part of this discussion. Obviously, Gundy went mid-season, and there's talk of what will happen with Venables. Are we going to keep him through the season? All that kind of stuff. So they're involved in this. But those are the only two specifics I know of. I think a lot of it matters how long you've been with that team. Venables has had a few years. Gundy had a lifetime. You know what I mean? Like he was there for a long time. And was trending down. You could see that trend. I think at that point you got to make a decision. I think Gundy was the right way. Venables, on the other hand, we haven't 4 years. Four seasons. So I don't know if that's a legitimate time. A lot of change in that season. You went to the SEC. So are we cutting him some slack because there's just been a lot? There's been a lot that's changed over the last 4 years. Was NIL in the last 4 years too?
Yes.
So that obviously is going to change the makeup of your team. Maybe we give them a little more slack. I don't know, Jeff. I think it all depends on the situation.
Well, I know you're okay. So since you follow that, let's move it to the NBA. So if you're an NBA coach and you're a brand new coach to a brand new team, okay? Should you at least have X amount of years, I don't know what that X is, to see if you can establish what you're trying to do? Because I don't care what sport it is or even what level, you're having to make changes, and you can't expect major changes overnight, or can you?
No, you can't. I mean, look at the Thunder. The Thunder are a perfect example with Mark Daigneault. What was the record that first season? Not great. Don't remember what the first season was. It takes time to develop a team. They were confident. They saw, I think it comes down to the management, whoever's in charge of making these decisions. Are you hitting certain benchmarks? Maybe those aren't wins, but are we moving forward in player development? Are we starting to get a roster that we're comfortable with? Things like that all go into, I think, that decision making as well. How long the timeline is for how much of it falls on the coach, how much of it is transition, how much of it is the other staff. I mean, there's a lot. That's a very complicated question is what I'm saying, Jeff.
Well, I guess what I was really getting at, and I love the fact that we're doing this discussion like this, is if you translate it to what all the rest of us do, more, I shouldn't say normal, but a more normal job, for lack of a better term. Like, what if we were in that same situation? Like, if we're getting close to 4 years of doing the morning show together.
Uh-huh.
Do we get fired because we didn't hit a certain milestone? Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you fire us mid-season because...
I mean, technically they could. If the ratings tank or something, if we come back and all of the research shows that people don't like Jeff and Rachel, they can drop us mid-season.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like a guaranteed situation.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, everybody, if you're doing a job, you are expected to deliver a certain amount on that job. Yes. I think that all comes into play. And everybody's got that.
That leads me into my next question. Then, see, I think all of us should have these buyouts that these coaches have.
Oh, that's what you're working your way towards. You're trying to get a Tyler Media buyout.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. $15 million buyout. Where do I sign?
Listen, you can have me for half, a fraction, even a fraction of that much.
See, I knew we could have some sports talk and have some fun with it.
I like how you angled your way.
Thank you. I tried.
In case Tyler Media's listening.
Yes. They know we got a podcast, right?
Questionable. Questionable. I don't know if anybody's told them yet. I don't know if they got the memo. I do have a weird thing because somebody said it this way yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, I feel that way too. I don't like taking up auditory space. And that seems like a problem for a radio DJ.
Yeah, that's not because you saw my mouth move. I went auditory. That's what we do for a living.
Yeah. Yeah. We were at a bar and they were doing a screening of a movie, Drop Dead Fred, in the back of the bar, and we were sitting up at the front. So it's fine for you to talk up there. They kind of had, but I think it was just a louder part of the movie, but we all stopped and they were like, are they turning that up on account of us talking too loud? So then it was like, one of my friends was jokingly like, oh, well, I'll out talk them or something like that. And I was just like, ee. And my friend was like, ooh, yeah, I don't like taking up auditory space. I was like, me neither. And then I thought, well, that's my whole job though. It is my job to be in your ear.
Yes.
But I don't, like you did, we talked, there was a Scream Club story that came out.
Yes,
people going places and just screaming to get their energy out or whatever. I like being small and I don't like taking up just like real world space. I don't like taking up space. I don't like taking up auditory space either.
But Rachel, I mean, even in the Screen Club, the reason I like it is I think that would actually make everybody feel good. Think about the fact that you just go outside. Like if I just said, hey, let's go out back real quick and let's just scream. We would, the release of just being able to do that at the top of your lungs, would make you feel better.
But it's just so loud. Yeah, do I have to do it around others? Like why invade their environment with my loudness? Why? I can do that in the car. I can scream in the car or in my home where there's no one else around.
I know what you're saying, but if you're screaming with people, then there's even more release because you feel like you're in this group of everybody just letting it go, letting it be free.
Maybe. I guess I feel better that they're opting in to be a part of the scream group. Yeah. So you're not just like sitting there and then all of a sudden everyone around you screaming. I would not like that at all. I don't know. I just thought when I said that out loud, I really meant it. And then I thought, well, that's a weird thing to say for your career, Rachel.
I really think now that we've gone deeper into this, I think we should start a Scream Club.
Oh, I'm so uncomfortable with it already.
Have our listeners, whether it's the radio listeners or the podcast listeners, join us. And we all meet at like, I don't know, Hafer Park, Stars and Stripes, something at a certain time. And then we all go 3, 2, 1, and we just all scream.
And we should let everybody around know. There's something going on.
No.
There's just a bunch of people in the park.
Everybody else be going, what is going
Hello,
on
911. There's just a group of 12 people in the park screaming at the top of their lungs for no apparent
that you
reason.
think we could get 12 people together.
I'm being optimistic,
I was thinking more like
okay?
6, half that number.
It's going to be so loud, though, Jeff.
It's going to be fun.
I don't know. Okay, well, that's all I had on that. A radio DJ that doesn't like taking up auditory space.
Can we do a little switch for the way we end our podcast?
Yes, because we started with this last time.
Yeah, so what I want to do is, why don't we go ahead and do the game that we usually do?
Okay.
Since that's fun. And then, folks, I'm going to tell you, we're going to end on a serious note. Because,
you're going to bring it down?
Yeah, and so I didn't want to just, bring it down and then try to get back up. So just letting you know.
All right, we're going to get to our game. All right. I think I usually have you start.
Okay, so you go first.
Okay. What makes me angrier than it should, Jeff?
Anything with your computer that doesn't do what it's supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
You've hit the counter so hard you've almost broken your wrist.
I did bruise my hand once. It did it to me again yesterday, Jeff. That SOB. I hit, listen, just a quick rant. You hit the space bar to make the thing stop and go when you're editing. Very important to stop and go when you tell it to. That's like the main thing with editing. It's very precise. I don't need you to stop 3 to 5 seconds after I hit you. It's going to get you chucked across the room. I don't like it.
I got a point.
That's a solid point for Jeff. Things that make you angrier than you should? The first thing that occurred to me was the people setting stuff in front of your door. When you get deliveries, they put it in front of your door, so you have to swing it out, and if you even can.
That's fair.
Because that was one of your major rants.
Yeah, it was.
There could be a plethora of driving things. Which specific driving thing came to mind for you?
Left lane impeders.
Left lane impeders. Yeah.
Quit policing that left lane.
Y'all get out.
Just move over, let me around, and then you can slide right back over.
I know that you're going the speed limit. We all know that's for the middle lane. The speeders belong on the outside.
Yes.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you giving me that point or no?
I'm giving it to you.
Okay.
I'll get it. Yep.
Points all around. Okay.
What is the last TV show that I binge watched?
I don't know. I mean, you watched part of the Ed Gein story. I'm sure you've watched something since then. That was a couple weeks ago. I don't know what you've been into. Grimm? Grimm?
Okay, no, it's not Grimm, but I got to tell you, I did go down that Grimm rabbit hole, and I think there's like 6 I watched every season. I watched from beginning to end.
See?
And they have a podcast. I can't remember the name of it, but it's
of course
fun,
they do.
And so I've been maybe
listening to the podcast,
and watching that podcast.
Wait, is it Hogan's Heroes?
No, it's not Hogan's Heroes.
How old am I making you sound right now?
I know. Yeah, the last one I watched was Alien Earth.
Alien Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. What's mine though?
I have no freaking clue. Something Boy Meets World.
No, I actually haven't watched that in a while. What have I been watching lately?
Yeah.
Abbott Elementary. I did a rewatch of that.
Okay.
It's a nice, easy put on in the background show. So I've had that on the background the last couple days.
I was going to say, as we learned last week, it's not SVU or SUV.
Either one. I feel like one show is going to be more interesting than the other. Dun dun. All right. What time do I usually wake up on the weekends?
8 o'clock?
I'm going to give that to you because the rule is I don't want to get out of bed until 8 o'clock. No matter when I wake up. I can't really control the time I wake up necessarily, but I'll control the time I'm actually getting up and around.
Okay.
And that's 8. So I'll give you that point. Yours is really it's whenever your dog wakes you up.
Yep.
Is the honest answer.
That's
so it could
answer.
vary between 4 and probably 6:30 a.m. on a typical morning.
I'll give you that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
woohoo! Got it. Those dog alarm clocks, very reliable.
Okay, what is my go-to breakfast?
I do think you don't really do breakfast necessarily, but I do think you have a shake with your pills in the morning, or at least you used to.
Yeah, I haven't been doing it. Honestly,
Coffee. You have coffee for breakfast.
Coffee for breakfast. I haven't been doing the shake because I've had so much sinus drainage right now. I'm trying to not make it even more mucusy.
I get that.
Gross.
I get that.
Sorry. Honestly, I think if you were to ask me for that answer on me, I would have probably said bacon and eggs.
Oh, if you were really choosing.
If you're really choosing breakfast. Like on the weekends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
For you, Maybe yogurt? I don't know.
No.
Okay, I just took a stab at it. I have no clue.
Yeah, I want some sort of bacon's got to be in there. We can make it into a bacon egg sandwich or some sort of combination of all those things. Throw them all together. Mm-hmm.
Get you a good bacon omelet with whatever else.
So good. Otherwise, I'm a coffee drink. We're both just coffees when we come into work. There's no time to do any of that. Did anybody get points there?
No points there.
Okay. What do I spend too much money on?
Well, my first response to that would be pottery right now.
Yeah, lately a lot of pottery supplies. I just told you I ordered my plaster of Paris. It just got delivered.
I know, that sounded so funny for you. You're like, I ordered my plaster of Paris.
Now I'm trying to make drying rack things. And this hobby has gotten out of control. I'm getting into things I never thought that was going to involve this.
That is too funny.
What do you spend too much money on? Man, you've really curbed your spending, so you don't spend a whole lot on things. But I'm gonna go with clothes. It seems to be the one thing you kind of treat yourself to.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I'll give you that one.
Whoop whoop.
I'm not even sure what I would say, so that's probably good.
Oh no, we're tied up.
Yeah, all right.
Tiebreaker.
What about me has not changed for years?
You're still ornery as ever. That was my first thought, Jeff. I was ornery, never changed. That's never changed a bit. Good.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you that.
Because you do change a lot, but your ornery personality, nope. You can count on that every single time from Jeff.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna give you that one.
Well, what had occurred to you though? What was your thought?
Well, it's funny. My first thought was I was gonna be funny and say my hair, but I've even changed my hair. So, honestly, I don't know if what has not changed. Orneriness? Yeah.
Ornery. You're just ornery.
Yeah.
Never change, Jeff.
Okay. All right. For you. Well, in the time that I've known you, I'll say the way you dress.
You're not wrong. Yeah, I mean, of course, I've changed styles and things like that, but I understand what the mentality behind the way I dress has never changed.
That's what I was going to say, because if you dress appropriately for the situation, I'm not even saying that you show up under or overdressed, just maybe it was more of the attitude with the way you dress.
As comfortable as possible.
Yes.
I want to go with as comfortable as I can get away with at any given moment, no matter what the thing is. And that has never, ever changed.
No, it has not.
And it's never, ever gonna. I just don't care that much. But unfortunately, that leaves us tied up, Jeff.
Oh. So maybe we got to do a tiebreaker?
I'm going to pull a tiebreaker question, which is, okay. I'm not looking. What's my favorite comfort food dish?
Bottom sop gravy.
For our listeners that don't know what that means, it's ham gravy. It's not actually bottom sop. These are two different things, but it's an ongoing
it probably is not, but the way you, and the fact we're getting close to Thanksgiving, the way you talk about it with so much reverence, actually, it's
liquid gold, baby.
See?
It is so good. That ham gravy, it's got the little sweet kick to it. I know people they always go with the turkey gravy. I'm telling you, you got the juices. If you're making the ham, do it just like the turkey gravy, only with the ham juice instead. You're never going back. Going back.
Top.
Oh my gosh, it's good. That wouldn't be my pick, but I'm still going to give you the point on it, actually.
Woo!
Because it's a huge nostalgic pick for me. I would actually go my grandma's potato soup is number one comfort food for me. I've been trying to learn how to make it for years. It's hard. For you, I just thought a plate of brownies. But you love meatloaf. I think meatloaf, if I'm picking like a meal kind of comfort food, because brownies are more of a dessert.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the brownies, but that made me laugh.
Is it
cough up a lung there?
Is it meatloaf?
Yeah, I'll give you meatloaf.
Woof, woof. Uh-oh. Tied up still, though. I guess it's one of those disappointing NFL endings.
Yeah, we're tied. We're not going to go into triple and quadruple overtime.
I don't even know what graphic to put in here. Just our very neutral faces.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Sad trombone. All right, we'll try again next week.
Okay. And now, obviously, the downer part, but
important.
It is important. And depending on where you're listening, I don't know if this. Well, it's hitting everybody.
It's affecting everybody
it's
across
hitting
the nation. Yeah.
But obviously, I'm talking to our Oklahoma neighbors too. Our state is one of the hungriest in the nation.
Yeah.
And now because it's the government shutdown and SNAP benefits being, suspended or completely ended for now. Anyway, with all the issues that are going on, we just have more hungry people. And I can't, this has always been a soft spot for me. We can we can help change a lot with a $1 donation.
Yes. My mom regularly works at a food bank. The increase is already happening. She's seeing families they have never seen come in that actually need assistance. This is a really felt need. I mean, food banks are preparing as though this is a natural disaster. There's going to be a lot of people in need. So if you are in the position, and I know not all of us are, that you can help out, give a little extra, whether that's just picking up a few extra cans and bringing them to any kind of food bank or donating money. I mean, there's places, no matter where you are, there's going to be a food bank that's supplying to a lot of other smaller food banks as well. There's just a lot of different ways to get involved. But if you are in the position to do that right now, it's really important to help out your communities.
Well, and let's be honest, the holidays are just around the corner. The last thing we want is to have somebody not be able to have a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
And even if that's a can of beans, they still have something to eat.
I mean, yeah. This is a real practical. If you've been in the situation, you know how it goes. Parents aren't going to eat first because they're always going to make sure that the kid has food first. But nobody should have to make this decision whether their kids are going to eat or they're going to eat or which days who eats what. It's just not a situation we should be in. So
yeah. And Rachel's right. No matter where you're listening, find a food bank near you. Make a monetary donation or non-perishable food item donation, and let's just make sure everybody has something to eat, okay?
Yeah, and if you are in a position that maybe you don't have money to donate, if you can volunteer some time.
Yes.
Because again, these needs are going to be very great, which is going to require more manpower to actually hand out this stuff to people and make sure everybody's getting what they need. So if you have time to donate, do that as well.
And that's a great thing that you brought up because I know there are several organizations here locally anyway that are looking for volunteers to pack these kits that they're putting together for families.
Hand out. I mean, there's so many steps in this process and it takes everybody to make a community function. So let's get it done.